Hey y'all, welcome back to the podcast. We are back in this thing. Now, I know some of y'all are probably like, where have you been? Like, what is this? This looks different. Um just to keep it short, I'll say that I am going through a transition right now. So the previous media company that I was working with that was sponsoring this podcast is no longer, we're no longer in a partnership. So that means things might look a little different because I'm not using the same software anymore. So right now I'm kind of just in this weird place of trying to figure out what's the best video platform to use, what's the best software I can use so that I can continue the podcast that I don't want to abandon. I gotta keep going. Like I really gotta keep doing, especially since Barry's coming out next month if y'all didn't hear. And that's definitely what we're gonna be talking about today. Yes, ma'am, that's what we're gonna be talking about. And I'm really, really excited because y'all know that like I've been waiting for season 4. Like something about season 4 to come out and it's finally here. I've been wanting to talk about this for like the last 3 weeks. Last week I wasn't able to go live and I apologize for that. I was having issues with the software that I was using before, and then I had some extended family that came in town, and so things kind of I kind of lost track of time and I wasn't able to do what I really wanted to do. Previous to that, I did an interview with Iona Morris Jackson. So if you missed that episode, you can go back to my Facebook page or my YouTube, on Spotify. It's on all 3 social platforms. That was a really good episode. I had such a good time speaking with her. So if you missed that, I highly recommend going back to check that out. And then the previous weekend, I think I did a movie review for Scream 6. And I really wanted to get that out because I saw it the first day that it came out. It came out on a Friday, and I literally went like right after work to go and watch the movie. And I was like, okay, I got to talk about this, so I'll push Barry off till next week. And then obviously it's been like 3 weeks, you guys. So finally, we're gonna be talking about it. And so I don't want to wait too long. I want to get into it. So season 4 of Barry is the last season of the show, if you guys didn't know about that. And they already confirmed it. They officially said that this is the last one. So this is the last time we're going to get like a new season. The last time I'm going to be able to do this, like to do an episode by episode discussion, kind of like how I did with season 3. And that's really how I started this whole podcast. So it's kind of like a full circle moment for me to go back to this show and to be talking about it again. It's like crazy, because I feel like I've been doing a lot of content about movies, which is great. I love doing movie reviews and things like that, and doing like deep dive discussions. But to get back to TV is kind of like I don't know, I feel like I'm getting back to my origins, so to speak. I'm kind of getting back to the way things started in the beginning, and it's kind of fun that it's pretty much been like almost a year that I've started this podcast, which is crazy. This is episode 49, so we're like really close to episode 50. So yeah, it's kind of cool to be talking about the show again. And the new season is premiering next month, so April 16th, so it's really not that far away. I believe they're kind of keeping the same format. It's going to be like 8 episodes for the season. Each episode, I think, is only like 30 minutes or something, so it's going to go by super fast, I already know. And I think each new episode premieres on Sunday, so I'll be watching the new episodes on Sunday. You could watch it on HBO or HBO Max. And so after I watch the new episodes, I'm definitely going to take some notes, and then come next Saturday, I'm going to be talking all about the new episodes. So that's kind of how I think I want to do it, or how I'm envisioning doing it. Last time I was doing it, my podcast was streaming live on Tuesdays, so it was a shorter amount of time. I was able to watch the episode Sunday, and then it was like Tuesday, and I was able to talk about it. So this time it's going to be like the whole week that I have to go through before I can talk about it, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Kind of give me time to write some notes on it, and maybe even hopefully like have some guests on, or really anybody. It doesn't have to be, anybody that's like a part of the show. I really enjoy talking to people that are fans or have the same interests as me. So it's like, if you're a big fan of the show and you want to come on the podcast and talk about it with me, and we can fangirl and discuss the latest episodes and theories and all that kind of stuff, I would love to have you on. You could reach out to me on any of my social platforms, really, or you can email me at tiffany's tvscape@gmail.com, and I'll be sure to put like my socials in the comments so you guys can reach out to me. And yeah, so we're gonna be reacting to the trailer. I seen the teaser trailer. Now I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I like to be transparent. I don't like to say, "Oh, this is my first time watching it," if it hasn't been. So honestly, I watched the teaser trailer already, which came out I think about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Um, but this is the official trailer, so I have not seen this. I saw that it premiered maybe like 2 or 3 days ago. It was all over Twitter, and I have quite a few people on Twitter that I follow that are fans of Barry, and so I saw them talking about it, and I was like, oh gosh, I want to watch this so bad. But I was at work, so I couldn't really like take the time to like to fangirl the way I wanted to, and I also was like, well, it's close to the weekend, so maybe I should just wait to react to this on the podcast. So that's what I'm doing. So I waited for you guys, which was hard because I really really want to see this. Although I think the trailer's only like a minute and 30, maybe 2 minutes. It's probably, I'm sure it's similar to the teaser trailer. And somebody made a good point about how, I know Bill Hader especially, he does not like to give anything away about the show. So I feel like a lot of what we're going to see in this trailer is probably mainly from like the first episode, maybe the first 2 episodes. I think that's kind of what they did with the trailer. They're really not showing much. Like they're making it seem like they're showing parts of the whole season when it's really probably just from like the first episode. So we're going to be in for a ride for sure. Last season was super crazy. If you have not seen season 3, definitely go back and check out season 3 so that you can understand what's going on in season 4, because it looks like that things are just picking back up right where they left off. So you're definitely going to need to watch the last season to kind of understand. I would suggest watching all the way back from season 1, because season 1 and season 2 are really good, very different than season 3, but the whole show is really good. But like if you don't have time for that and you're just like, I really want to know what's going to be going on in season 4, definitely just go back and watch season 3. It's a quick watch because like I said, the episodes are really short. They're only like, some of them are only like 25 minutes, so each one is like 30 minutes. And yeah, I think you'll enjoy it very much. So let's set this up. I hope that this works for you guys. I'm going to try to share my screen so that you guys can all watch the trailer with me, and then, I'll be reacting to it. So hopefully you guys can see it and you guys can hear it, because like I said, I'm using a new platform right now. Like this is literally my first time using it. I tried to test it yesterday. So if you saw, or if you got like a notification that I went live yesterday, it was me just testing things out. So I hope that this works. You guys can let me know in the comments how you like this setup, if this is better or worse, or you feel like it's pretty much the same. Just let me know, because I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm kind of just winging it, to be honest. But I just really wanted to get content out to you guys. Even if it's just one person watching, I really just wanted to get the content out. And I really wanted to talk about Barry. Like I said, I've been wanting to discuss it for a while. So yeah, let's just pray and hope that this works. Okay. So in the meantime, while I'm trying to set this up, I hope that you guys have been having a good week. It's been pretty busy. I feel like the last week or two for me. So hopefully it's been good for y'all. And like I said, I'm really excited to get back into just watching like a good TV show again, because TV for me is like a form of escapism. So when I could get lost in a good TV show, I feel like that's when I'm like, ooh, yes, I need this in my life. And so yeah, okay, so it says that it's sharing, so I hope that y'all can see this. I'm like low-key nervous to watch it, but I'm also like yes, let's watch it finally. Okay, let's see. So for anybody that's like listening to this, because I do upload the podcast on Spotify, I know you're probably like, what is going on right now? This is why it's probably a little bit better to just watch the podcast than to just listen, just so you can kind of see what's going on. But yeah, just warning you guys, I'm about to play the video. Hopefully it's not too loud, but like I said, I want it to be where you guys can hear it. Okay, so let's go. I'm gonna get into it. Stop talking. We're gonna watch it. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
I'm really sorry. I didn't think it would end up like this. That is who I am. Barry, you're irredeemable.
The guy I was dating in LA killed my acting teacher's girlfriend. I think I might be in a lot of trouble.
You're irredeemable. What do we do? Hank, this is your chance. It's our chance.
Barry betrayed me. I showed him how I really felt, and he betrayed me.
Berkman, you got a visitor.
I'm trying to change.
Everything okay, mi amor? Yeah. Everything's gonna be great. You better run.
Oh, were they beating him? Hold on. I'm sorry, I scared the cat. Oh, what? Okay, so I feel like okay, so they were kind of showing like a little bit more than what they showed in the teaser trailer, but it was kind of like similar to what I've already seen, but also like, hold on, hold on. Okay, I low-key want to like watch it again. Should we watch it again? Okay, I'm trying to process what I just seen. It wasn't like a long trailer or anything, but I'm like, hold on. Okay, so clearly he's in prison. We already knew that, or at least I already knew that from the teaser trailer. We know in the end of season 3 that he got arrested because Kusano and Detective Janice's dad set him up, basically. So they were kind of like working together, and he got arrested, and that was how it ended. So obviously we knew that like once he got arrested, he was, most likely going to be in jail. Well, not even jail. This is prison. Like he's in prison, like blue suit and all, which is hilarious to me. I'm sorry, but I have to laugh. Like it's just so funny. Anyway, and then the fact that it starts off with him being like, "I didn't think it was gonna end up like this." Like, sir, where did you think? What did you think was gonna happen? Did you think that you were just gonna keep getting away with stuff because you're a white guy? Like, no. That's not how this is gonna work. Like you've gotten away with plenty now. Like honestly, at this point, I feel like this whole series has just taken us through like an emotional roller coaster. And in season 1, I'll speak for myself. I don't know how everybody else felt about it, but I feel like season 1 was like you were just trying to get to know this guy. You're like, what's this guy's deal? What's going on with him? Just trying to understand Barry, And season 2, I feel like he really played up the charm. I don't know if like Bill was intentionally trying to do that or if that's just how it came off. But I think because it was the whole like facade of him like, being in LA and living his best life, and he's doing acting classes now, and he has a girlfriend, and it just like it was kind of making it seem like he had it all together when it was really it was really the opposite. At least in his head, he was thinking like, oh, things are changing, like I'm gonna be better now, like things are gonna be good, and I'm gonna live a normal happy life. And he kept getting sucked back into being a hitman and the crime world and everything. And so there was kind of some sympathy there, because you're like, dang, it seems like every time things are going right, like something else happens and he's kind of like back to square one. Although like a lot of it was like him making those decisions to do that and him letting himself get pulled back into the crime world. A lot of it was like Fuchs and everything like that. And then season 3 happened, and it was just like this whole like switch of like, I think everybody was just like you're horrible, like, you know what I'm saying? I think a big part of that too is because all that stuff that he had been hiding was spilling out now. Like he couldn't really hide it anymore, and it was clearly affecting the people that were closest to him and the characters that we kind of grown to care about over the last 2-3 seasons. And seeing him act out against Sally, against Kusano, like people that he would, like, you would have never thought that he would have done that, or at least he kind of acted like, oh, like I'm good with these people, I care about them, I love them, I would never hurt them, and now he's kind of doing that. And so it was shocking to see that, but also like not really surprising, because we already know that he wasn't right in the head right from the very beginning. And things were only getting worse because he just kept getting tangled into all this crap. And then now season 4 is just like, I just have to like laugh, like I'm just laughing at him now. Like, all of us should really just throw our heads back and laugh, because you're an idiot. You're a dummy. You, like, there's no way you didn't know that, like, something bad was going to happen to you after all the stuff that you've been doing. So I really don't understand the whole, I didn't think it was going to end up like this. Like, what? But then again, like, if you were a sane person, you would know that, like, that there's going to be consequences to your actions, and things are going to catch up to you eventually. But I guess in his head, he was just like, you know, I've gotten away with it before, I'll get away with it again. But I don't know. But I just have to laugh at you. Like, the fact that he's in a blue, like, a full-on, like, blue jumpsuit, and he has a black eye and, like, tape over his nose. Like, he's looking rough, like, rougher than last season. And he's like, there was a scene where it looked like he was outside in the yard, and he was like yelling. I don't know if he was like talking to himself or if he was yelling at the camera, or like, I don't know what that was. He really looked crazy there. I mean, we've seen those kind of people, you know, walking around on the street. So he looked like that. And so I'm just like, you know, in real life, that's not funny. But in his case, it's funny because it's like you put yourself in this position and now you're upset. Now you're acting out because you thought things were going to be all good after everything that happened, especially last season. Like, I don't know. Either way, it's going to be crazy. I know it's going to be crazy. Probably crazier than last season, but I'm ready for it this time around. I think last season I was just like really like, oh God, I don't know what's gonna, you know, because like I said, it was coming from season 2. I don't know, he just looked so good in season 2. I'm not even gonna lie, like he was fine in season 2, and coming from that, like having that view of him, and then it being completely flipped, even though like I said, we knew that. Us as an audience, we already knew that like he clearly had issues and he needed help and everything, but just watching that flip from season 2 to season 3 was really like, whoa, you know. But now that we've already seen it and everything, and now that you know, we're getting a different setting again. He's going to be in prison. I don't know how long, if he's going to be in prison the whole season, or if it's going to be like him breaking out or something, who knows. But now that we're just, you know, it's just different this season, I think. And yeah, I mean, I don't know how else to say it, but it's just funny to me, because it's just like, it's like, dude, like, you had so many chances to get out of this, to not go in this direction. And same thing with Fuchs. Well, that's why I don't feel bad for him. I'm like, you had chances to go and live a quote-unquote normal life, to go and get away from this stuff, to just be like, he could have gotten away with this, and he would have been fine, like, and he didn't do that. He didn't take that road because he was too busy on, like, trying to get back at Barry, and his feelings were hurt, and all this stuff, and I'm like, bro, like, you fumbled the bag, like, literally. So yeah, I don't feel bad for him, and I'm saying that now, and I feel like probably when season 4 is out and we're watching it and stuff, there might be a scene, maybe, I don't know, where I'm like, okay, I kind of do feel bad for Barry now. I don't feel bad for Fuchs, but I'm like, oh, I might kind of feel bad for Barry at some points, because it's like, this man needs help. He needs serious help, for real. Fuchs does too. Really, they all do. They just all need therapy, like really, really good therapy. But just with Barry specifically, because it goes back way before season 1 even started, like him being in that, I was gonna say him being in that war, but I don't even know if it was just one war. Like, I don't know if they said specifically how long he served, but like, you know, clearly that messed with him, and he needed help, and he needed guidance coming out of that and coming back into the real world. And he got Fuchs, and Fuchs is like, you know, he's not he's clearly not put together either, even though he tries to act like it. So it's just like, dang, like, things could have been different, man. If you would have chose differently, things could have been different. Like, and again, it's like, it wasn't even just at that choice of him going with Fuchs, but him you know, like all throughout season 1 and season 2, he's like, I'm not gonna be a hitman anymore. I'm gonna focus on acting. I'm gonna do this and do that. And it's like, you didn't do that. Like, you could have. I don't know. It's just funny to me. It's just really funny. Like, I just have to laugh, sir. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm excited about it. Nonetheless, I'm just really. I mean, I'm sad that like the show is ending, but I'm also happy to be getting new episodes and to, you know, just to be back to talking about it again. Um, yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to watch it again. Is that weird? Because it's short, but then, you know, it's a trailer. It's not supposed to show everything, so I don't expect it to be super long. But yeah, let's watch it again. I think I'm gonna watch it again. Just to see if there's anything that I missed. Let's watch it again. We're gonna watch it together, okay? I think you guys can see that. Yeah, hopefully you can. I want to know. Okay, so let me know if y'all thought that there was a scene in the end where it looked like the guards were like beating on somebody, and I'm assuming it's him because he looked like he got beat up, and I kind of saw like a picture of that, and I'm like, what? Like, is he getting in fights in prison or something? Like, what is going on? Because he doesn't seem like the type. I mean, obviously he's a hitman. Like, we know he's a killer, but he doesn't seem like the type that would like actively go after somebody to start a fight. Like, he's kind of a loner, really. So I was just like, how did that happen? Like, I'm laughing at you, but I'm also like, how did that happen? You know? Because I don't think it showed. Let's see. I don't think it showed them actually beating him, but it kind of looked like that's what they were implying. But then again, who knows? This is a trailer, so sometimes they fool you into thinking it's something that it's not. Okay, let me. I'm turning it up. I'm sorry if this is too loud for you guys, but we're watching it again.
I'm really sorry. I didn't think it would end up like this. I am a good person.
You're not.
That is who I am.
Yeah, like, what is wrong with you?
For your life.
Barry, you're irredeemable.
The guy I was dating in LA killed my acting teacher's girlfriend. I think I might be in a lot of trouble.
You're irredeemable. What do we do? Hank, this is your chance. It's our chance.
Barry betrayed me. I showed him how I really felt, and he betrayed me.
Berkman, you got a visitor.
Who's the victim?
I'm trying to change him.
Everything okay, mi amor? Yeah. Everything's gonna be great.
You better run.
I'm sorry, he just looks so bad. Oh, man. Okay, so y'all see what I'm talking about at the end where it looked like the guards were like beating somebody? I'm like, were they beating him or something? Like, what is going on there? Also, I wonder what's going on with Hank and Cristobal. Like, I'm actually, besides like all the stuff with Barry, I'm really interested, intrigued to see how they're going to bounce back from everything that happened last season. Because I mean, they went through it for real. Like, I feel like that was the most we've seen Hank go through it, like, emotionally, I think. I mean, obviously, like, he was, you know, he's been part of the crime world since the first season, but he was always kind of like the sidekick, I think. And in this, and not in this one, but in season 3, he was kind of like on his own. Like, the bosses that he had were dead now, so it was kind of just like he has to make a way for himself. And then, you know, obviously him being in a relationship with Cristobal and everything was like, that was like honestly one of the best parts of season 3, like the best surprise, seeing them together. And I was like, because I thought it was kind of like a jokey joke in season 2, and then they like really put them together, and I was like, oh my goodness. But as we all know, this show never really has like happy endings that last that, you know, or not even happy endings, but they never really have like happy moments that last that long. It's always like something that's going to come in between them. So, you know, his wife came back into the picture and she found out, and it was all this stuff. But And he seemed, I mean, Cristobal, actually both of them seemed to be kind of like really traumatized by what had happened. So I'm just kind of like, I'm wondering what direction they're going to take with them. Like if, and I saw people talking like, do you think they're going to end up together like in the end and all this stuff? And I'm like, honestly, I don't have high hopes for it. I'm going to be honest. I mean, I hope, like, honestly, if I have to choose, I hope that Hank gets a happy ending. If it ends with Cristobal, like, dying or them breaking up, I can deal with that. I don't want him to die, but it's like, if I had to choose, like, I'm gonna choose my baby Hank. Like, he's my favorite character, so I'm biased that way. But yeah, I'm really interested to see what's gonna happen with them. If they're gonna make it together, I don't know. And if they're gonna try to build like this empire together, that's kind of what it looked like. I don't know. It looked like they had like their whole little team together again. So we'll see. And God, I don't know what's gonna happen with Sally. I mean, it looks like she's still a part of the acting world, so that's cool. Because I thought, like, after what happened in season 3, I really thought she was just gonna be like off the grid, like back home and not, being a part of Hollywood anymore. But it looks like she's still in it, so that will be interesting to see how she's still able to juggle, like, trying to be an actress or a writer, but also dealing with what happened with Barry and the fact that she killed someone. And I don't even know if she really knows what's going on with, like, Kusano. I don't think she knows that. So I want to see what happens, like, if she finds out all the stuff with Kusano. Like, if he tells her or she tells him, and then they're, like, exchanging stories about Barry. Like, wait, he did this to you? Like, he did this to me? Like, this is what happened with us? And I don't know. I just think it's all gonna, like, come out. It just all needs to come out at this point. Yeah. And, yeah, I feel the same thing with Kusano. Like, I don't know how he's gonna be able to, like, move forward, even though, like, Barry is in prison now. It's like, now what, I don't know what's gonna happen. And it looks like Janice's dad, I forgot his name, but it looks like he's still gonna be in the picture. So I don't know if he's still gonna be, like, kind of hanging around Kusano or what, or if he's gonna try to get him to spill other things that have happened. Who knows? I just feel like it's gonna be intense. But I'm kind of hoping, like, honestly, I did really enjoy season 3, but I'm kind of hoping we get a little bit more comedy to come back in this season. It probably won't, just because, like, I feel like the direction that they've taken, it's only going to get darker. It's only going to get more, like, intense, which is cool, but I don't know. I kind of miss, like, having, like, the comedy part of it, and I think we kind of lost that a little bit after season 2 because there was no more acting classes. And I think the acting class was funny. Like, it was just so dumb, like some of the stuff that they would say or the things that they would, like, act out, it made it funny, even though it was like, something crazy could have been going on, but then it was like, it cut to them and it was just funny. And it was that, comedic relief, I think, that the show really balanced pretty well. And so we didn't have that with the setting changing in season 3, and then the actors that were a part of the acting classes, they weren't really in the show anymore. And so I missed them. Like, I want to see them again. I don't know what, but then I don't want them to come back and, like, something bad happens to them, but I just kind of miss that. So I'm hoping that, like, even if we just get, like, a scene or something like that with them, I hope we there's, like, a cameo or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, I'm excited. I'm tuning in. Are y'all gonna tune in? Let me know if you plan on watching season 4. Like, let me know your theories or whatever like that. Like, tell me if you enjoyed last season, or, so far, what has been your favorite season and how you want this to end. Because I think that's gonna be a big thing too. And I remember talking about this, like, with a friend of mine. This might have been back during, like, season 2 or something. It was a while ago, and we were like, do you think Barry's gonna die in the end? Because this is not a happy show, and it doesn't seem like the type of show that would have a happy ending, especially for him. So I'm wondering if, like realistically, do you think he's gonna die in the end? And we were talking about that, and we were like, do we want him to die, or do we want him to have, like, this redemption arc thing? And at this point, I feel like it's too late for that, but, and I think back then I was kind of saying, like, I don't want him to die, but I kind of feel like that's the direction that Bill and maybe, like, the other writers would go in, that he would die, just so, like, all the madness could stop. Like, if he's not here anymore, then maybe things could kind of, like, get back to normal, I guess. I don't know. But then with him being in prison now, that's kind of changed things, because it's like, well, now that he's in prison, I don't know. Like, is he serving like life in prison, or is it just like a, is it something that he's gonna try to get like escape from? Is it that he got sentenced really shortly and so he's just waiting to get out? Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. And the fact that Fuchs is in there too makes me think that they're gonna try to plan something. I don't know. Or at least that Fuchs will probably try to get out, knowing him and his sneaky butt. But yeah, I'm just really curious to see how this is going to end, like how everything's going to wrap up. I feel like there still might be some unanswered questions, but I'm hoping like overall it's kind of like we kind of see, we kind of see like what happens, at least with like Kusano and Sally and Hank and then Barry, I would say. And so, yeah. I don't know. I'm curious. So, what do you guys think? Like, I don't know how I feel about. I don't know. I like, even though I just said I was laughing at him, and I feel like he kind of deserves what he's getting, but it's also like, dang, I don't know if I want to see him die. I don't know. Probably because it's Bill, and it's like I don't want to see him die, but I know that it's the character that would be dying, not him. So I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna say I don't know for right now. That might change as the season 4 starts, and if he starts acting up again, I'm gonna be like, yeah, he needs to die. my tune might change. We'll see. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank you guys for tuning in, and again, I apologize for like missing last week and things kind of being a little hectic. So hopefully you guys continue to watch with me as I'm trying to figure all this out. I feel like I'm trying to figure this out again. So it's kind of like starting over a little bit, but I also, at least I know that like, I want to talk about Barry, and then, I still want to do movie reviews. I don't necessarily have another show in mind that, oh, you know what I like, because I do want to get back into Bridgerton. I know that the prequel, did I say that right? Prequel? I know that the prequel is, like, in the works. I have no idea when that's going to come out. I haven't even seen the trailer for it, so maybe that's something we could talk about next weekend. I definitely want to talk about that, because that looks like that's going to be good. Like, low-key might be better than Bridgerton. We'll see. And then, obviously, like, Stranger Things, but that's, that's not going to be until, like, 2 years from now, so I don't know about that. But yeah, I kind of want to keep doing some of the same things I was doing, but I also kind of want to get a little bit back into TV, because I miss talking about like TV episodes and things like that. So I do kind of have an idea of like the content that I want to produce and that I want to get out to you guys moving forward. It's just a matter of like, is this the platform that I want to use? Do we want to keep doing live episodes, or would you guys prefer watching pre-recorded episodes? I mean, I think because I've been doing live videos for almost a year now, that's kind of what I've gotten used to, and I don't know if I want to break that mold or that structure that I have going. But you guys can let me know like what you think, if you still prefer me going live at 1, or if you think maybe a different time would work. I mean, for the most part it's gonna have to be on the weekends, because I'm working all day during the week. But yeah, just let me know your thoughts, your feedback, anything like that. If you have questions, or if you want to be a guest, any of that, you can, like I said, you can reach out on my socials. You can email me, and I'll try to remember to put that down below so you guys can get in contact with me. But yeah, talk to me, because I like to see people interact either with me or with each other. And I appreciate everybody or anybody that's been watching, and even any new people that come across this. Hello, thank you for tuning in. And I appreciate any likes, like I said, any comments or feedback. And if you guys can just rate my podcast on Spotify, give it 5 stars, give me thumbs up on YouTube, give me thumbs up here on Facebook. I just appreciate all that. And so, yeah, hopefully you guys stick with me as I continue on and try to figure this out. And we're gonna get through it. It's gonna be fun. I will see you guys next weekend. I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend and, a good week moving forward. And yeah, we're gonna continue talking about Barry season 4. I don't think they're gonna release any more. I feel like they're probably not. I think they're just giving us the teaser trailer, and then that's the official trailer, and that's it. I mean, I know Bill has done like maybe like 1 or 2. I know he did like a official one for Variety where he announced like where they first, I think they first announced the teaser trailer, and he was kind of talking a little bit about the season, but really not giving us much. Like, he's really not giving, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I expect that though. I know they're very tight-lipped when it comes to the show, so I don't expect to know much. So yeah, I mean, if they release if they release like a second trailer, I'll definitely like react to that as well, or we can talk about it. But either way, I'm gonna find something to talk about with them because I'm excited. And April 16th, man, that's gonna come up quick because it's already the 1st. So, but yeah, I'm gonna shut this down, and I will see you guys next weekend. And hope you guys enjoy the episode. Bye bye.